There's a hatred in South Africa that's been coming from politicians like Julius Malema and those guys that's calling for farm murders with the songs as "Kill a Bull, Kill a Farmer."
In the heart of the South African countryside, there is a monument that stands as a solemn reminder of the tragedies that have befallen the farmers and their families. The White Cross Monument, also known as the Plaasmoorde Monument, is tended to by a caretaker named Chris.
The monument was started quite a few years back in the early 2000s to get people's knowledge back and to let them know about the farm murders, so that they can see the count of farm murders that's taking place in South Africa at the moment.
Chris has been the guardian of the White Cross Monument for many years, dedicating his life to the memory of the farmers and their families who have lost their lives to violent attacks.
There's a bit of controversy about the final figure of murders that took place in South Africa, but at the moment we're sitting with about 2,500 crosses here, each and every one with a name on it, a physical name that belongs to a farmer that's been murdered in South Africa. It's the date.
86.
He was 86 years old.
Okay,
He's been murdered on the 14th of July 2019.
Yeah.
Now, 86-year-old man.
Yeah.
What defense can he put up?
Yeah.
Zero.
Yes.
The newest crosses that we put up was in that wing there.
Okay.
Was basically last year's.
Yes.
And the youngest cross here is for 2-year-old girl.
The violence against farmers in South Africa has been an ongoing issue, with many questioning the motives behind the attacks.
There's a hatred in South Africa that's been coming from politicians like Julius Malema and those guys that's calling for farm murders with the songs as "Kill a Bull, Kill a Farmer."
Shoot to kill, Jonas. Shoot to kill, kill him. Kiss the poor, the farmer. Kiss the poor, the farmer.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying to you, we have not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't guarantee the future.
There will be touched, don't worry. But we are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of whiteness.
Now, if you take one of those illiterate people sitting along the road, he doesn't have food, he doesn't have anything, they tell him that if he murders a farmer, he will get that farm and he will get the food that's on the farm and the riches. So that's why this whole thing, it's been blown up by political parties in South Africa, and even our president doesn't acknowledge the farm murders. He said to the American president that there doesn't exist something like a farm murder in South Africa. Now, here's the witness standing here, all the crosses, people tortured to death.
And whoever gave him that information was completely wrong. There are no killings of farmers or white farmers in South Africa.
The civil rights organization AfriForum has recently released its annual report on farm murders in South Africa. The report paints a bleak picture of the situation, with high levels of farm attacks and low trust in the police. According to the report, there were 333 farm attacks and 50 farm murders in 2022, highlighting the ongoing threat faced by farmers and their families. The report also indicates that the arrests in connection with farm attacks remain low, and that many farmers lack complete faith in the ability of law enforcement to effectively address this ongoing issue. Despite the challenges, Chris remains steadfast in his mission to honor the victims and raise awareness about farm murders.
This monument is there, but it's a living monument. By saying that, each year we upgrade it. Each year there's coming crosses extra on this mountain. Every year, people is coming here, putting crosses up for their loved ones that's been murdered on farmers, on farms. Now, this is a living monument. It's a memory. It's a memory for them to show the world what is really going on in South Africa.
The White Cross Monument serves as a powerful reminder of the violence and injustice that continues to plague South Africa's farming community. And for Chris, it is a daily reminder of the importance of keeping the memory of those who have lost their lives alive.
People, please wake up and see what's going on in South Africa. This is a war that's happening here. There's people dying in South Africa. We've got an average count of 75 people being murdered in South Africa today. I'm not talking about white or black or pink or purple. 75 people per average are dying in South Africa today. And they're not dying a peaceful death. They're dying a hell of a death. That's been a traumatized death. And it can't keep on going like this. So please, help us put pressure on our government to wake up.
If you want to stay informed about the latest news and the insights on South Africa, consider signing up for our newsletter at southafricainsight.substack.com. By subscribing, you will receive regular updates on a range of issues related to South African society, politics and culture, including in-depth analysis and commentary from experts and insiders. Our newsletter is a great way to stay informed and engaged. So don't wait, sign up today at southafricainsight.substack.com and join the conversation. I see you in the next report.